Hi everybody, my name is Julia Lavala. I'm just here to present you, um, give me one moment, my prevention strategy video for Classroom ECS 315. The purpose of this strategy is to help children feel secure, confident, and independent while reducing stress and challenging behaviors when moving from one activity to the next, and how providing visual schedules, verbal warning, and cleanup song that indicates the end of the activity that soon another will start. My setting is young 2-year-old classroom. Um, because my classroom has a very my school has a very strict policy for recording and just protecting the kids' privacy. I was not able to record myself, so I was instructed by the professor to hand it in what I was planning to do, just for them to kind of see what my plan was and see what I was trying to, what were my goals, and then have them observe me and make some observations and notes, and here are some of her notes. The space and material for my lesson plan, for my not lesson plan, for my transition, it was not applied to the assignment because I was working as a floater, so I don't really have much control over what classroom I'm going to be in or how long I'm going to be in that classroom for. And the director and assistant director in my school, they're pretty good about trying to keep at least one of the consistent teachers in that classroom. So I'm always with a helper. I'm never just alone in that classroom. But still, the teacher was kind enough to observe multiple interactions between me and the students, and she was able to fit those moments of transitions and interactions and made a reflection about some of the things she was able to see me doing. Here's an idea of the classroom, or how the classroom is. Because it's a franchise, most of the classrooms are very typical. They look very similar, so they're not much of a surprise there. Where did it happen? In the classroom, throughout multiple days of interactions with students during various times of the day. I was fortunate enough to be in the classroom during circle time, large group activity, meal time, so I had a lot of time of during transitions in there. And my reflection was, I was definitely nervous since I wasn't following exactly what the assignment was requesting, but I was hopeful and very happy to have someone so willing to help me and observe me. She was also able to find moments to observe me during transitions and saw a few ideas that I have for these situations. I found it to be chaotic at times and often felt dysregulated in my own emotions while assisting the teacher in another classroom. Since the age group was young, there was a lot of free play instead of separation into centers, which made cleanup and transition a little too hectic for my liking. And this is where I go to for in my classroom. I always had, even at such a young age, I would definitely try to put in, the children, just at least attempt to teach them, no, you stay in your center, just to kind of have them learn how to respect each other's space. But because it's not my classroom, and again, because I was there as an assistant, I was able to assist her more, and I was able to implement my own way of handling the classroom. I also want to be respectful to her space as well. But overall, she gave me space to try different ways of transitioning with her students, which we played songs. I definitely played a cleanup song and tried doing something like that. But this is something I have been working with kids for over 10 years now. And this is something that, if it's not a consistent thing, it transition most of the time are not going to work. So if it's not, it takes time for you to nail down transitions with your students. So I really didn't expect them to automatically listen to me or just follow through. For summary of my reflection, she did mention that I have to offer multiple ways of engaging with students. Like, again, says bring songs and play games. She did mention that I have to be a little bit less stern with my words, change my words according to the children's ages, just because, again, I don't have much experience with working with kids this age, so young like this, except my daughter. I have my daughter and I do struggle with her as well. So this is definitely something that I have to work on. But she also was able to tell me that whenever I saw the kids trying to follow exactly what I was telling them to do, I definitely bring words of encouragement and definitely make a big deal out of it. But overall, I'm definitely content with the results. But again, if you're a good educator, there's always room for improvement. We never stop learning and bringing more ways of making our classroom more of a comfortable environment for our students. And for my AI statement, Grammarly was used to correct grammar mistakes and make my writing more cohesive. And the pictures of the classroom are found on Google. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching me.